friends, and welcome to the Chase for Checkers post-race take show. I'm your host, Matty NASCAR, and we are here to talk about Bristol, the race that we just saw where Ty Gibbs mastered his last restart to get the victory over Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson. That's right, Ty Gibbs got his first win today, April 12th at Bristol. Let's talk about it. I'll try not to put too many golf puns in, but I'll probably sneak one more in. Let's just be honest. It was Master Sunday as well. Rory, back to back. Who cares? That's Masters. We're not here for Masters. We're here to talk about Bristol and what we saw. So let's just start off with some things that I have kind of caught my eye that I've put down here in my notes. Starting off with William Byron, that 24 car who's good in most places. Bristol's his Achilles heel. I went to that race a couple years ago where Denny Hamlin won, and the tires were like crazy, and there's a bunch of leaders, and William Byron wrecked or something there. And ever since then, I've been out on William Byron at Bristol. Kind of proved my point this week. He had something go wrong, so he had to start in the back, but he already qualified like in the 30s. Was laps down, today. So it's just kind of weird to see that. We had the 22 car do that a couple weeks ago, where it's like, how is this guy this off? More surprising with Byron, to be honest. So that was one thing that caught me off guard. Not really, but like to be that bad. Another guy who was up there, but not really like the factor that I thought he would be, is Denny Hamlin. That one kind of surprised me. Christopher Bell was also kind of in that category, but he wrecked. He got in some trouble. So not, that makes sense, obviously. But Denny Hamlin didn't get in any trouble. Just kind of had a mediocre day. I think maybe top 10. I can't really remember where he finished. But, flirted with a lead every now and then. But it was really just on a restart, and then he would fade. So that one kind of surprised me, that he was that kind of off. Another Gibbs guy that I'm going to pick on is Chase Briscoe. He got a good finish, but that's not really what I'm worried about. It's the Lance Cracker scheme is fine. It's cool. But it's really weird not seeing Chase Briscoe in that Bass Pro Shop car. I go back and forth with it because I'm kind of old school about, like, I wish they had a new scheme or like the same scheme every week, kind of like they used to in the old school. So you really kind of identified with that driver and that driver's sponsor, brand, whatnot. So I'm honestly kind of like last year when he was just in the Bass Pro car. No offense to Lance Crackers or the Freebird Water or whatever else that he might have. I think there's another one, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I kind of just want to see the Bass Pro car, if I'm being honest. Even though there's I guess just Austin Dillon. But yeah, so that's just kind of weird. Fine scheme. I like the crackers. Those are the crackers that I eat. But would rather just kind of see the Bass Pro car. Let's talk about Carson Hocevar. Carson Hocevar got a top 10. He was impressive today. When he had that restart with Ty Gibbs, I was for sure there was going to be some kind of mayhem, some kind of bonehead move by somebody. Everybody got out of it okay. Finished with the top 10. Didn't put himself into any trouble or bad spot. Really impressed with what I've seen from him. I think he's got a good chance to be the next first-time winner, just with how impressive his speed has been and how he's just making some really smart decisions. Moving on, let's talk about Ross Chastain. Dude, what the heck happened to Ross Chastain? I had him as a top 10 and looked promising, qualified like 6th, and then just fell off the rails. This isn't one of my flag stand segments, but I would be worried about Ross Chastain and Trackhouse. You can have an excuse for SVG for it not being a road course. You can have an excuse for Connor Zilisch as a rookie, but there's just no speed right now from Ross Chastain in that one car, and that's not good. So yeah, sucks that he didn't get the top 10 when it looked like he was promising to do so, and even if I didn't have him as a top 10, it still was just a really, really bad run by them. And then before we get into the flag stand segment, just talking about the finish. It was a really good finish. The race itself was just kind of so-so, but the finish was really good. Had some extra drama there. Was good to see that it was, a hard but clean finish. So that was really, really good to see. But let's jump into my 3 things that I have under the flag stand segment, starting with the red, which is Kyle Busch in this Riley Herbst thing. Riley Herbst turning Kyle Busch, bad look for Kyle Busch. To get turned by him, because, I don't know, was he too slow? I honestly, I don't know. I couldn't hear. I just kind of saw it out of the corner of my eye because I got caught up with having to be a dad at the time. But then later on, Kyle Busch returned the favor, turning Riley Herbst. What's the saying where it's like, lions don't worry about sheep, or some weird saying like that? It just kind of stinks to see Kyle Busch getting into tussles with Riley Herbst. That's all I'm going to say. That's a red flag for me. It just needs to stop. This Kyle Busch thing, I don't know if he needs to retire, a new team, something, but I'm at the point where I hate seeing it. It's just bad. But moving on, yellow flag is going to be Ty Gibbs. I know you're thinking, yellow flag? He won. Here's why. It's Ty Gibbs, but it's a yellow flag for everybody else. We've seen it a couple times before where somebody finally gets that monkey off their back. They get their first win, and then they just keep coming. Ty Gibbs and that 54 team has ran really well this year. They've been up front. Do we see more than one win this year for that 54 team and Ty Gibbs? I wouldn't be surprised at this point with how they've ran. I mean, this wasn't a fluke win by any means. So I think the rest of the field needs to be on watch for that 54 team. I think they could get it done. But speaking of the 54 team, let's move on to the green flag, and it's me. Because I was on 54 Ty Gibbs, who was in the 54 car since February. I said it. He's going to win this year, and he's going to win Bristol. So, I'm just saying, green flag, me, because I've been on it since February. I know a lot of people were on the Ty Gibbs train this week, as they obviously should have been. He's got really good stats here. He obviously now has a win here. So, it wasn't like a huge shock that he won, but I'm going to toot my own horn. Toot. Because, again, I was on it so early, called my shot. So, green flag, me. But, anyways, those are the post-race takes. Not a crazy, exciting race. Some of the three wide racing that happened was exciting, but it was just like for a split second. Had a lot of guys who were getting loose, but nothing really came from it. Not a lot of cautions. Not a ton of lead changes. So, just a so-so race. I'll have my race rating video out later. But, let me know what your all's post-race takes are. You have anything that kind of jumped out to you during this race? And give me a comment below and tell me what it is. Until then, we'll see you next time when I'll be back for Kansas betting. And those picks, we're going to try to keep the streak going because we did have Ty Gibbs today. I did put my money where my mouth is. So we're going to try to keep the streak going. Right now, you can't see it, but I'm looking at all my checker flags. I'm running out of room because we have 6 in a row. So, maybe you should check out the Thursday betting show. That's when we'll be back again. I'm Matty NASCAR. You all have a great week. See you.